You ready to get your vacation game on?
Literal game. Small box.
Big fun.
Hello.
You're Justin.
Just go hello. Freeze up. Have I played this?
Now get out of here.
Comes in this box.
It's got paper, and it seems to be a deck of cards.
Hello, I'm Justin.
And I'm Kyle.
And we are the Mirror Twins. Just as quickly as summer was upon us, it seems like it's almost gone. But no matter what time of year you travel, there's always room for board games. And that's what we're talking about today. The best travel or portable board games.
We're going to be going through different board games that are good for traveling and different scenarios. So big groups, small groups.
So not a game about travel.
Yeah.
Because that's a very specific niche. What's the criteria?
I would say it's easy to fit in a suitcase. Small box, big fun.
So is the amount of pieces part of how you picked what was here? Like if it's too many pieces or it's too much to set up, is that considered
a little bit. So we do have one kind of big game, but it was specifically designed for travel. In the design of this game, they mitigated how many pieces there are, and I'll show that off in a bit.
These are not in any specific order. This is just our pick for what we think, what we've played, mostly him, for the best portable, travel-friendly games.
Yeah, and as a caveat, there are many more games, but I haven't played them. These are just the ones we have and that we've played.
You can let us know down in the comments what we missed. What is your favorite travel game? Give us some recommendations.
So let's start with this one because it's right in the middle.
Do you need this for a game?
Well, not this specific cat wine bottle with a tube sticking out of its head.
This does not come with any of the games.
I hope not.
This was a complete random bottle that you guys had.
Yes.
Because one of the first game we're going to talk about requires a bottle to play. But it can be any bottle.
It can be any bottle. Glass is better because it's just heavier. You need something a little heavier. If you had a Coke bottle, a plastic Coke bottle, put something heavy in it like sand.
So this is Cards versus Gravity. And it does not come with one.
No, it doesn't.
So you're like, all right, kids, time to play.
Yeah, you go to the grocery store. I need this for the game.
So you put that in
like that.
There.
There's a magnet.
And that'll fit in almost all bottles?
Yeah, all, normal size bottles. And then you have a magnet right there and a metal plate. Then you have plastic cards, so waterproof, and you just take turns stacking the cards back and forth. You deal out the cards randomly. Green has to touch green. It's like an evil reverse Jenga.
I have played this game with people before, but with regular playing cards. I forgot what it was called, but there is a game where you stack stuff on a can or bottle or something, but you use normal playing cards. But this one adds a whole new dimension because it has the 4 holes on the side and the cards are stiffer, so they can hold more weight and do more precarious balancing.
There are extra cards. They have a really thin one, so you can really bend. And there's an extra thick one. Just to show you the travel size, you don't need the box. This is the game. This game did originally come with a bag. We got it secondhand and didn't have the bag, but you could throw it in a
sandwich bag and just throw it in your suitcase somewhere. So you couldn't play this one in the car.
No, you can't play that game in the car, but we do have a very easy, fun game to play in the car. Box of Rocks. Extremely easy. This is a trivia game. It's just a bunch of trivia questions, and the person driving can actually participate because you're just answering questions. Everyone can play. All the answers are either 0, 1, or 2.
So they're all numeric-based trivia questions.
Because the rocks have numbers on them, you just shake up the box of rocks, so it answers as well.
Okay.
So, are you dumber than a box of rocks?
That's the box's answer. Give me a trivia question. I want to see if I can do this. Am I smarter than a box of rocks?
I took out the cards, and I have some crash film in there just so it's not so loud.
Okay.
So, how many of the actors in the original Star Trek TV series appeared in all 80 episodes, including the pilot? 0, 1, or 2?
2.
The answer is 1. Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock, never missed a day of filming. And the box of rocks says 0.
0, okay.
So he got it wrong.
Okay.
So you're smarter than a box of rocks.
Well, I got it wrong too. I'm as smart as a box of rocks.
Yeah, you guys are equal footing. Okay. On a job interview, it'd be hard-pressed to choose. And everybody can answer because the answers are on the opposite side of the card.
Water break. Hydration. This episode of Mirror Twins is brought to you by water.
Drink it. It's essential to life.
So delicious.
Dying is a leading cause of death.
That is true. That is true. Most people don't talk about that. The news never reports that.
I know.
Hashtag fake news.
Now we're going to go to Paco games. These are games that are the size of a stick of gum.
What?
They're all long cards. Some of them are abstract. Some of them you're trying to swat flies on a napkin. Some of them you're trying to drive around a bus and trying to pick up different stops, and you're just laying down cards.
There's so many. I mean, do any of them repeat? It's just a reskin?
Everyone's different.
What do the dice mean on the side?
That's the difficulty. 1 pip is the easiest, 2 is middle, and then 3 is the more complicated ones. They're not all winners, but some of them are pretty good. Some are pretty fun.
Out of this 16, what is your favorite?
Fly was pretty neat. It's a dexterity game where you have the flies and you try to drop the card and you have to make the fly swatter hit the fly.
And the 3 pips are a little more strategy based?
Yes. Cues, you have different colors and you have to lay them in a certain pattern. And it's very strategic how you lay them.
Very, very small, very portable. You could take your 2 or 3 favorites just in your pocket.
You can still get these games.
So those are still available. Box of Rocks is still available, and Cards vs. Gravity are still available. There is a place where you can buy used games, and very difficult to find games.
This is called Noble Knight Games. Not sponsored.
They are not sponsoring us, but they have used Noble Knight Games to get not just games, but pieces, right? You can also sell games through the mail as well.
Sell your used games, nobleknight.com.
So
let's do kind of a basic one here. So any TCG, we like Lorcana. You can bring a couple decks.
Totally cool game.
Yeah. Or trading card game. Kind of self-explanatory. Magic, Pokemon. You can bring 2 or 3 decks.
My own dick.
And the other
Like
person can bring
Yu-Gi-Oh! Or
2 or 3
anything else.
decks.
Okay.
Yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Anything else.
It's a battling card game.
It's another battling card game.
Lorcana is a placeholder. Just insert your favorite.
Yes. Here we have some escape room games.
And so these boxes, we should probably mention, you guys bought these yourselves.
Yes, these are photo card craft store boxes.
Okay.
These inserts, these are made specifically for these cases. This is just a print.
Oh, okay.
Like that, so you have all the games there, but then you can have this nice little print specifically for these cases. This is from Board Game Barrio. You can find this person on Facebook or Board Game Geek. It's free, you just print it off. Back to these, this is a holiday set. This is by Grand Games Guild. These are just escape rooms, and these are fun. It's good for the whole family. Some of them are harder than others, but any escape room will do. Usually escape rooms are just cards.
Okay.
So you can bring a bunch of those escape rooms if you like those type.
So you have to solve mysteries, and there's puzzles. Some of them have maps in them. If you've never played one of these, you're like, how do you do escape room with cards? They've figured it out. I remember we saved Santa, didn't we?
We saved Santa as we stopped a turkey from the dinner.
So we ruined Thanksgiving in that one, but we saved
Not
Christmas.
for the turkey. Yeah. We saved Christmas and ruined Thanksgiving for at least one family. So these are very small.
Oh, wow. It's like a quarter of a deck of cards, or half.
Some of them can be difficult.
And once you solve it once,
you know the answer, but
So
in
you
a
can't-
year
you might forget.
Is-
Especially if you're playing this game. Along with it, you might forget everything.
Yeah, you might not care who Santa wins at the end. This is a game called Farkle. It's been around a long time. This is a miniaturized version of it.
Oh my goodness.
This is a dice game. It's kind of like a Yahtzee game where you're trying to get certain numbers.
3 of a kind, 4 of a kind.
Yeah, or
royal flush, but dice.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is fun. We played this with Jenny's family a lot. This specific container does not really lock, so I would not put it on your keychain.
It's
But
more for the novelty of it.
yeah, let's go to Zombie Dice. Now you played this one with us.
We own this one. I love this one. Like, we'll play with our young children, and they love it. This is a push your luck game. It's all just dice rolling, and kids love rolling dice. And it's so easy.
Rolling dice is fun.
Yes, and you can teach anyone the rules.
In seconds.
You get to be the zombie, so you're trying to eat survivors of a zombie apocalypse. They're shooting you with shotguns, and that's how you lose if you take too many shotguns to the face.
It's pretty fun. This is one of the best Steve Jackson games. He did the Munchkin series.
He did that too. What man? He's done a lot with his life.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder what I'm doing with mine.
So this game is Roll For It. This is another Yahtzee type. This is very easy for kids to pick up. This is kind of the Luxie edition. Everybody gets a colored set of dice, and you have cards. You put out 3, and you have to see if you can get that. And when you get that, you get to take that card. It has points at the top.
Got it.
And the harder ones are worth more points.
Okay.
And whoever gets a certain amount of points wins.
Oh,
yeah.
it's tiny. It's a tiny.
Yeah, they're the medium-sized dice.
And you can teach someone this game pretty quickly. likely.
Oh yeah. Here's another one that's similar to Zombie Dice. This is called Chicken. We played this on vacation with all our kids. It does have a board, but it's like
It's a little mat. Okay,
Yeah.
cloth mat.
It's similar to Zombie Dice, where you push your luck and roll the dice, and you are trying to stop your chickens from being foxed.
I watched a review of this. I think it was Tom Vassell or something.
I've heard of him.
He hated this one. He said the push your luck component wasn't that strong. There's only really one or two options, so you just roll again and you do that same thing. He said Zombie Dice, there was a little more like, is this the right decision or not? But with this one, the right decision was really obvious.
Yeah, and that's usually a bad thing for games when there's less. It's just a kid's game. I mean, our kids were fine with it.
Okay.
They didn't mention the lack of choice in
Okay.
the gameplay.
They didn't say
No,
that.
no, they didn't.
We have 30 minutes before our dinner reservation. Let's just play this.
Yeah.
Keep them occupied.
Yeah, it was fine, but yeah, so don't play this with your adult friends
Yeah.
unless they empty too many bottles. Similo.
We mentioned Similo on our cooperative games,
Mm-hmm.
and they have several different versions. It's reskins mostly. A wide variety of ages can play this.
This is fun because you're trying to be on the same thought wave as the person giving the clues, and they're very limited to how they can give the clues.
On what's similar about these cards.
And there's also, you may have heard of this, a deck of cards. So,
How do you play with those?
I don't know, there's no rules. No,
You mean you just have to know the rules?
Yeah, or just make them up. No, we'd have to mention this one because
It's a standard deck of playing cards, been around since forever, and there's so many different games.
easy ones like War for Kids and stuff like that. There's so many you can do with
52
these.
pickup.
I hate that game. And if a deck of cards is too large,
There's a tiny one! That's just a miniature version of a full deck of cards.
yep. And if this isn't small enough, we also have this, which is just a regular deck of playing cards. They're just really skinny.
But the size of a fat
Stick of gum.
Stick of gum. Okay.
This one.
Palm Island. I love this one. We played this when we did our one and only ski trip together. I played this on the plane. It's really, really fun. I've never heard of a game like this. It is a solitary game. It's a solo game. It's a resource management game. You make the decisions as you flip through the cards by turning them sideways. And then each card is worth so many different things, and
Each card has 4 sides. So when you use those resources, then you get to do something with the card and it goes through your deck. And there's no table required. You play this standing up, you can play it walking. This is the plastic version, which is still available. They're waterproof cards, so you play it on the island.
this is really, really cool for a solitary game. You're by yourself on long flights. And did you say there's reskins of this?
There is one new one, I believe it's called Palm Laboratories, I believe. It's like a monster theme, and it's the same game except you have these gold cards where you're trying to get certain things, whereas this one, you can go for different things.
And the time limit, the game is over when you flip all the way through. Like there's a beginning card, right?
Yes.
And when you hit the beginning card again,
You turn
Then
it
you know-
to round 2, and there's 8 rounds.
Oh, okay.
And the whole deck is 17 cards.
wow. And it's different every time because you shuffle them.
Yeah, so your resources come out because you do it in order, and there are things you can do to slightly change the order, but yeah, every time you play it is different because the cards are in a different order. So it's like what resources you can get, and you can memorize what's coming up next, so you know what resources you need if you want to go for that thing.
Oh, on round 2 and
Yeah.
round 3. Yeah.
Comes with a card holder. Flip that in your
Bam.
pocket. Yep. Here we have a party game, trophies. So you're given a letter and you have to think of something that starts with that letter based on the subject.
Give me an example. Oh, there's a little trophy inside.
Yep,
That's why
comes
it's
with a
called
little
trophies.
The letter is N. You have to think of a holiday song.
Noel.
There you go. And you would get that card. And if you get enough of these cards, you get a trophy.
Whoever gets it first.
Yep. And then the person asking the question, you just pass
Okay.
the deck around so everybody gets a chance to play.
Card,
So
and then you each take turns on who's the judge.
if I said a holiday song that starts with the N and you said, not in my backyard, I'd have to say, that's not a holiday song.
And then I bring
or
it
a
up.
song at all.
I bring it up on Apple Music.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
see?
See?
Santa, get out of my backyard.
Not my back. Not my backyard.
Yeah, big country song.
It would be. Santa stuff. There's a fat man with reindeer coming down.
Over the fence, not in my backyard.
What's next?
Sea Salt and Paper. This is a small game by a fantastic publisher, Pandasaurus. This is a very small, popular game that a lot of people love that we haven't played yet. But a lot of people like it, so I did want to throw it in there. Sea Salt and
Can you
Paper.
give us like a general how it is played?
Oh yeah, well it comes in this box. It's got paper, and it seems to be a deck of cards, and they're pretty. It's origami.
So you fold them?
Not the cards. So this is a set collection game similar to Rummy, and with a little bit of push your luck into it. All the cards are pictures of origami, but they're sea themed.
Oh,
so
beautiful. So
like
it's pretty to look at.
paper. Haven't played it. Looking forward to it. This is fantastic. This company, all their games come in this size box.
Not all their games.
Most of their games.
Not most.
Some
Many,
of their
many
games.
of their games.
Many of their games, this company, which is BoardGameTables.com,
Which is now called All Play.
which is now called BoardGameTables.com, which is now called AllPlay, makes some, but not all, of their games in this size box.
Very portable, very small.
Your different goats, you choose a
Okay.
color, so this
Oh,
one
they're like
goes-
meeple goats.
They're geeples. And then there's square cards you lay out on a table and you're trying to climb the mountain. You roll dice to see which mountain you can go up. You're making those choices whether do I burn these dice to do this hard one, or do I kind of split the dice up, the dice number, to do easier ones. And you can knock goats off like goats do. Goat's gonna goat.
Codenames.
There are different varieties of this. 2 teams, so 4 people or however many even teams. One person is giving clues, the other person is trying to figure out what the clues are. So you have a red team, blue team, you're trying to figure it out. One is words and one is pictures. I believe there's a Disney version of this as well, but this is a fairly small game. Travel game.
This had to be in it because I think
had
we
to be.
put Zombie Side in every single video we've done so
Have we?
far.
Okay, so this is Zombie Side, this is the travel version, so this is a big dungeon crawl type game with all the stuff, but this was specifically made for travel. So the dice are connected to the board, you just roll them, but it's things have miniaturized, the minis are tiny. You won't be able to play this in the car on the plane, but when you get there, you can have some Zombie Side action.
Okay, so all plays inside.
Everything is housed inside the plastic. You
Okay.
take it out, locks closed, and you don't need the box, you just need the clamshell. Now this is the modern version. It's got the kids in it, which they're less powerful, but they could do more things. So this is honorable mention. This is by Gamelin Games, and this is the Tiny Epic series, and this one specifically is Tiny Epic Zombies. The whole shtick of this company is that they make big games in small boxes.
Okay.
To varying degrees of effect.
Okay.
This is my favorite one. It is a little more complicated. It has lots of pieces. It's not the easiest game to play or understand, but it's small and it's fun.
Is it
one's
a
good.
dungeon crawl or
This one is not. This is you're defending your town or your bunker from zombie
Okay.
attacks. They're destroying stuff. You have to go find materials to fix the helicopter or get a radio and stuff like that. So there's different scenarios in this.
Okay.
This one's fun. We have some of the other Tiny Epic games, and they're just all right.
Now these two are longer play.
Yes.
These are much like these are like minimum 45 minutes an hour
Yes. You can think of these as shrunken down versions
of a big board
big
game.
game.
Whereas most everything
are quick and fast and fun.
Okay.
Yeah, these are for gamers.
it's just a travel size version.
it's just a travel size game.
if you
for-
can't be away from your board games.
Yeah.
So what is your absolute favorite?
It depends on your situation, I guess. Trophies is fantastic for non-gamers, big crowd. On the go, if it's going to take you a long time to get there, a Box of Rocks is great. If you need a big game with a gamer group, this one's great.
Okay.
You know, something to do at night that doesn't involve something stupid.
And Zombie Dice is just the king when it comes to like, what do? We got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's just, kids are being wild. Come over here. Let's play a game.
Yeah, you mentioned how great Palm Island is. That's just fun to just standing in line. You're at the cabana, waiting on your drink.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in a lounge chair. I forgot to mention. So we have some box bands. If you know.
Box bands.
Yeah, these are just.
Are they exercise things?
for your boxes.
Wait, hold on. Getting a pump on.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So these are box bands specifically designed to keep your box closed.
A box that has the standard lid like Epic Zombie.
So here we go. Like that. It just keeps it closed.
Again, what games did we miss? What are your favorite travel-friendly or portable games? Let us know down in the comments, and we will see you guys later.
Now get out of here, you crazy kids. Safe travels and play some games.